Man, them bears are ridiculous. Trying to remember where we left off in our chore list. I think we're waiting for the pit kilns to finish up a whole bunch of work, and then we can get started on our journey through copper. This looks familiar. 1941. Okay. What have I got where? I have a jar in the jar. All right. Not much stuff. I need to improve my platform too. So I don't kill myself falling off this thing. Last time I remember, we saw the bear back there somewhere. He's been moving around, unfortunately, which causes problems. Not sure what the timing is on our pit kilns. Yeah, let's see if we have materials to work on this platform. Yeah, I just need to do a bunch of digging. I'm out of compressed dirt too. Jeez, I'm out of everything. I don't know what you're talking about. This looks nothing like Minecraft. Rift Medium. Maybe I will pop out and play with some drifters. Alright, that should be good enough. But it's got the square things. Yeah, take a look at a game called Infiniminer. You know, Minecraft didn't originate the idea. Infiniminer came first. And I have no idea. Something might have came before Infiniminer even. So it's not like Minecraft is spun wholly out of original cloth. Alright, we're just waiting for the pit kilns to finish up. Now I need to not get eaten by a bear. We need more of all the things. Mm-hmm. Kind of in the way. They're here. Whoops. Guess he's it for the moment. Haven't heard wolves in a while. Bear killed the last wolf group that I knew about. Alright, well, sun will be up soon. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to make. Other than yet another set of storage vessels. And then the unending supply of crocs. Can't think of much. I think I'll do some roaming around while we wait for the pit kiln to finish up. We got our clay and our peat sorted. I need red clay still. I haven't found red clay yet. We'll need that eventually. Oh, I need more wood, of course. We've got to set up another charcoal pit. Oh, good old Airwolf. Premium TV. Not quite to the height of Knight Rider. Guess I should probably get my anvil formed up. My anvil mold, that is. Alright, so copper there. Was that the copper or the charcoal? I think that was charcoal. And there was copper right back there, and then 2 copper up there on the hills. Fire is still going. Alright, let's go see if we grabbed all of the loot off of that ruin. I think it was just the one up top that we got earlier. Uh, 900. But each nugget is worth, well, each standard nugget is worth 5. We know where there's enough copper to get it. I just gotta get the first 2 pieces done, and then we have to go... We just have to go dig out the copper at the 4 locations we already know about. We'll have plenty enough for the anvil once we get that done. better have enough after 4 locations. 2 of them are a little iffy, though. They're right on those cliffs. What are you doing here? Almost got myself going in the wrong direction. Huh, what's this sparkly stuff? Alright, I don't know what I gotta keep an eye out for and remember. Not the moose that loves me too much. Stay away from me, moose. Uh-oh. Fires are out. Time to get busy. Oh, boy. That's correct. Mercy and maps are for the week. Of course. All right, we'll deal with that in a bit. First. Go up to the tower and do a bear scan. No movement I can see. Yeah. Need boards. All right, well, in the meantime... Is that it? I felt like more. We're going to be making this into our real base. I just don't have the tools to do it yet, so I had to put up the dirt house. But this, I'm going to convert this into our real home. That's why I built right next to it, just for convenience. Okay. Let's get... Yeah, I know. It's gonna keep slipping too. Almost made it. All right. Let's actually just go ahead and start this one. Oops. All right, next up. We have our crucibles now. Yeah. The journey begins. All right, so we've got 200 units. It's 100 units per tool. You get 5 copper per ingot or nugget. So 10 nuggets is 50. So 100, 200 for that total. And then copper has a melting point of 1084 degrees Celsius. And coal burns up to 1300. You got to have coal because wood won't burn that far. You got to have charcoal or coal to get it hot enough to melt the nuggets. Once the temperature is hot enough, we can pour that into the molds, and we need to make sure we do the pickaxe mold and the hammer mold first. And we take our pickaxe mold once it finishes cooling down, and we pop it on a handle. And then we can go out and mine the copper locations that we found. We got to dig up the copper that's underground, those spots where we got the ground nuggets. And we'll be able to chop into the copper blocks and collect bigger nuggets of copper. Bring those back, and when we have enough, we'll be able to pour our mold for the anvil, and then we can get into the serious business of making stuff. So, I should probably take a few for that to cool. Let's get started on the anvil mold. Oh, yeah. In hand. All right, pickaxe mold. 100 units. Hammer mold. You gotta have the hammer because the nuggets you bring back are chunks. You gotta break them with a hammer down into the little nuggets that you can then smelt. So that's why you gotta make sure you make these 2 tools first. All right. Done with you. Done with you. Give me my coal back. Done with you. Alright, so that didn't take too long. Alright, so that'll be done in 18 hours? That'll be about a little less, I think. I forget. Either way. By the time we get back with coal or copper, should be ready. How we doing? 532, 541. Still running a little warm. Got to get down to like just below 300, I think, or right around 300. Be able to pop those out and then use them. And it's starting to get dark. And we still have medium rift activity. Not great timing. Maybe I'll try to do some panning if the drifters let me. Gotta love the floating floor we have. All right, I think that's it. Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to get some more healing going on. Which means I gotta go into the scary forest. Okay, there it is. As long as you replace the torches every 2 days, they're infinite. If you forget, they burn out. Well, drifters. That's right, we got a cave right here. That's where I'm hearing the drifter activity, right down in there. You guys actually get out of there? It's not helping, game. Good old soil instability. Alright, I think that means no, they can't get out of there now. Alright, well, it's not raining. This worked. Get bones out of the bony soil. Arrowhead. Either radar. Oops. Ah, crap. Now it's doing the goofy moving me crap. I have a current. It's throwing me around. God dang it. I had to mess up my spot. What can we get? A few things. I'm doing it mainly because there's not a lot of other things I can do right now at night. And there's a chance we can get some fairly valuable items. Bony soil is one of the most lucrative materials to pan. Or prospect, whatever they call it. Get out of here, flowers. You're in my way. It's mildly dangerous to stand in the middle of water like this. Usually you try to do it in a protected position. You know, I live dangerous. We got a rough emerald, some flax fibers. It's another thing you can do to get copper. If you don't find enough little copper nuggets up on the ground in your area and you get tired of searching, you can use any kind of sand or gravel and get copper nuggets that way. Try to finish off the 40 that you need. Get your pickaxe and your hammer. So far, we're not getting anything too exciting. A little more light. Well, I got torches sitting right next to me. Well, barely next to me. This is as light as you're going to get. I can't make much more light at night right now. Oh. Get rid of that current. I'll try to stand next to the torch. How does mining work? You'll find out here shortly. Well, there's two different kinds of mining. There's surface level mining, which is what we're about to go do in the morning, where you see nuggets on the ground for copper, and then below that there's going to be actual blocks of copper that we're going to dig up. But then we have to go prospecting. There's actually a tool called the prospector's pick that gives kind of a geological reading of an area below you. And you use that information to try to track down seams of different materials. Then you actually start digging, and you hope to find the stuff. And it's fairly complex, way more complicated than most other games. I have actually got... Starvation diet is being really finicky right now. It's not kicking in for as long as it should. And I think I literally have no more food. So we will literally be starving here if it doesn't start behaving. So the complicated mining is going to be a little bit longer because it's going to take me a bit to get all this copper in and get that stuff going. Yep. There's a whole progression. Copper through bronze you can do by pouring, just heating it up to so that it melts and then pouring it into molds, but you're limited in which tools you can make via molds. So then we need to get the copper anvil up, at which point we then start making copper bars. We heat those up, and then we form and chip away at them to make more complex tool pieces. Then we start moving into bronze, and then we start moving into iron, which uses a whole different process. You actually have to make bloomeries, and then you throw in a bunch of material into the bloomery and let it kind of bake and melt down and get rid of all the impurities. Then you have to put a big block of stuff on the anvil and knock off all of the impurities. It gets complicated. What do we got so far? Still nothing very good. Just a few flax fibers. Whoops. And again I screwed it up. Dang it. Yeah, we'll get the prospector's pick up and running fairly quickly, and I'll try to demonstrate. But what the prospector's pick tells you are the mathematical odds of certain materials being available in the rock area below you, not the actual materials that are present. It shows you basically how the map gen would have randomly determined the material. So even though it says there's material, there's a chance there might not be any there. So you try to find the highest concentrations possible to make sure you get some. And there's a way to do it. And I'll remember and I'll show you. It's especially fun to do it with no map. And again, starvation kicking in. Now let's finish this block. All right, we got halfway through, not quite halfway through our stack of bony soil. So not much benefit. Hey, we got a book and a bronze armlet. Aged lore book. All right. Yeah. Settle down. All I got to eat is some puffballs. And I guess the lumps of fat will work, but I need to keep the fat.